Calvin Castine at the West Plattsburgh American Legion Field, Lester M. Marotte Memorial Field. It's the 18th day of October 18, 2010, and we're here for action, A Division action in the Adirondack Slow Pitch League. The battle for second place between the team at bat, American Legion Post 1619, and the team on the field, Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Bats Club. That first batter was Jared Jarvis. I'll bring up the lefty hitting Justin Sample. Jim Schutz calling the balls and strikes. Alan Rock. I saw Jim and Keith Real chatting. Hit the pole. Foul ball. Alan Rock is umping on the bases. Mark Tatro is on the pitching rubber. Behind the plate, it's Caleb Castine. Jared Perrier is at first base. Chris Booton's at second. Kyle Perrier back in the lineup after vacationing. He's at short, and over at third base, the veteran Randy Ebersole. Hit sharply through the right side of the infield. Sample will round, and he'll stay put. The throw gets away, and he gets away from the backup besides that. Sample is out. Getting greedy. Good play there. Castine hustling back. And getting Dumas out. Sample out at third base. Got a little greedy. So that's two down. And John Southwick at the plate. Teams tied for second place. They might be a half game apart, but loss-wise, they are tied. All alone in first place is the Labatt's blue team after being in second and third for most of the season. They have finally fought their way back into first place. The Labatt's blue, the defending champions. Now we got Chris Castine. Let's see, on the outfield, it must be Jason Mayette in left, Donnie Laporte in left center, Stacy Perrier in right center, and Chug Hemingway in right field. Hit through the left side. What you see, John? What you see? Southwick will stop at second as Mayette picks it up and walks it into the infield. Fans young and younger here, enjoying the ball game. There's Gus Terry. He hits a high hopper. Kyle Perrier will have the easy toss. It was almost a bad hop, but it turned out to be a halfway charity type of hop, but there's a lot on it, so not a complete charity hop. High hop that Kyle Perrier handled quite rapidly, handily. Justin Sample still saying, "Hey, check the book, I was safe. Check the tape, I was safe." Nothing across. We're going to the bottom of the first, scoreless. For the Legion Post 1619 team, Tyson Dumas will be on the pitching rubber. Gus Terry behind the plate. Chug Hemingway is going to lead it off for the Big Earl's Restaurant Plattsburgh Bats Club team. Bottom half of the first, we're scoreless. Temperature about 65, 66 degrees when we arrived. It's one of our chilliest starts in a long time. I'm planning on doing another game after this, but depends if my toes get cold in here with sandals. And Hemingway's going to beat it out. Good hustle, and he slides into the fence. There's shortstop Kyle Perrier hits it through. No, nice play by Rivers. Fires wide to Moore, the shortstop at second base. But a heck of a play there by Matt Rivers at second base. Kept the ball in the infield and prevented Hemingway from going to third, and almost got the force at second. But it's first and second. Nobody out. And left fielder Jason Mayette, the batter. He takes the first one on the edge of the mat for a strike. August 18th, 2010. High fly ball. Drifting back is Sample. He grabs. Both runners tag and they will advance. So it's second and third. 2 ducks on the pond for the cleanup man, Caleb Castine, the catcher. Base hit just might score 2 runs. Dumas delivers. Castine hits it back off the glove of Dumas. Not in time. It's to be a base hit and an RBI. As Hemingway scored a line shot right back up the middle off the heel of the glove of Tyson Dumas. He didn't get the out, but I'm sure, all things considered, what could have happened on that bullet up the middle. He's just glad that he wasn't hurt. So it's first and second with the ball bouncing around left side of that infield. Kyle Perrier wisely stayed put. Here's Donnie Laporte. Laporte chops it to the left side. They're going to look for 2, but Castine comes in there standing up, and no way Rivers is going to throw over him. So Laporte reaches. Perrier goes to third, and Stacy Perrier, the right center fielder, steps in. With 2 down, runners at the corners. It's a big bat here in the early going. Up the middle again. Dumas must feel like a pincushion. Laporte, who can fly, goes into third base. He was thinking about home, but they got the ball back in a hurry. So it's a base hit and an RBI for Stacy Perrier. Makes it now 2-0. And Randy Eversole, the batter. Moving on deck is Jared Perrier. Strike. 3-1. Second base is open. Line drive, base hit. That's going to score run number 3. Stacy Perrier running into third. Ball's going to go into the dugout. Bounces off Sam Lajway. Eversole, did he have first when the throw was made? He's asking, but Alan Rock says no, stop at second. You get 2 from where you were when the ball was released, and Alan Rock says he had not reached first. Randy Eversole, I think, says he was at first. Now here's Jared Perrier. Turning into a big first inning for Big Earls, but a lot of game to go. It's 4-0. Last night we saw the Ellenburg Fire Department team score 5 in the first inning and not score again against Altona Firemen. So the first inning is not always indicative of what's to come. Hit through the right side. Randy Eversole is not running with good wheels. Stops at third base. Jared Perrier on at first. Here's the extra hitter, Mike Cody. He came to the team in the second half. Line shot to short. Jamie Moore grabs it for the out. So they strand 2, score 4. And after 1 full, it's 4-0. Plattsburgh Bass Club, Big Earls Restaurant, leading the Legion Post 16-19 on viewer-supported hometown cable. Shortstop Jamie Moore takes a strike to start the top half of the second inning. His team down 4-0 in a battle for second place. Just a couple of weeks, week, maybe 2 remaining in the regular season as we're taping this. Leadoff single for Jamie Moore. Here's a fellow we saw in the CVBL playoffs in Lion Mountain over the weekend. Scott Baker plays for the Lion Mountain Miners in the Champlain Valley Baseball League. He takes a strike. 1 ball and a strike. Baker hits it on the ground, knocked down by Perrier. They got him. They got him. Good recovery there by Booten. And Perrier got back to the bag, knocked it down, and he realized that he was not going to be able to pick it up and get to the bag in time, so he left it for Booten. And Chris Booten fired it to him just in time to get Baker. Oh, it's 1 down, and it advances Moore to second base, and it brings up Michael Castine. He took a strike. 2. Tatro had 1 and 2. Castine hits a bouncer under the glove of Jared Perrier. Hemingway gets there in a hurry. Perrier knew we had to race to first and forgot to pick up the ball. So it's 4-1. 1 out, man at first base. Dylan Lajway, the third baseman. Swings at the first offering, hits a high drive. Look out. Holy cow. At least they got the right head. Holy cow. Doug Hemingway not only ran into Stacy Perrier, which could be dangerous all by itself, he ended up catching the ball. Holy cow. That looked bad for a moment. 2 down. And Matt Rivers takes a strike. One pitch. Just missed. 2 balls and a strike. Popped up. It's going to go out of play. Strike 2. Hey, I'm out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second. That's a line shot to Kyle Perrier for an out. So a run for the Legion. They trail 4-1 as we head for the bottom of the second here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Chris Booty Booten at the plate, leading off the bottom half of the second. John Southwick is playing first base tonight for the Legion team. There's a base hit for Boutin. Good job! Rivers is at second. Moore is at short. And Dylan Lajway is at third base. That means Chris Castine's in the outfield along with Mike Castine. Justin Sample, and who would be the fourth one? Jared Jarvis, of course. Here's Mark Tatro. Line shot and diving catch. Some of the Earl's team thought that maybe it rolled out of his glove, but it's a moot point right now. Boutin had to come back. Maybe with an appeal to home, they would discover that he did drop it. I don't think he did, but there's Chug Hemingway. But even if they discovered that he did, then there would be a force at second base. Foul ball. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The girls leading 4-1. Here's the pitch from Dumas. Tries to drop it in front of Sample. He makes another diving catch, and Bhutan retreats. 2 down. Now Kyle Perrier takes a strike on the inside of the mat. A couple of nice plays there by left fielder Justin Sample. Hit to short, knocked down by Moore, and he goes to second.
Remember, guys, you're still chasing us. Come on.
It's 4-1 after 2 full. We're going to the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Tyson Dumas hits the first pitch to Donnie Laporte, which is not ever advised. Don't want to hit it within 150 feet of him because he'll catch up with it. So Laporte grabs it and gets us to the top of the order, and Jared Jarvis. A lot brighter in the infield than it is in the outfield, so we got to try to adjust our lighting on the fly here. Deep to Stacy Perrier, we have 2 down. Alan Rock was chatting with Jim Schutz between innings, and judging by the way Rock was talking, it sounds like maybe Justin Sample did drop that first one. Of the 2 great catches he made, he did, but his body was blocking the view. Sample hits it through the right side. So that could be a big factor. You never know how many runs Earls might have scored. But there's only so much an umpire can do. Call what he can see. And there just wasn't time with a force at second. There wasn't time to appeal. There's John Southwick hitting it deep. It's out of here. A 2-run homer for John Southwick. He'll make it a 4-3 ball game. Now Chris Castine, the cleanup man, takes a strike. It's a line shot to Laporte, and Laporte grabs it. So we have 2 runs for the Legion team. They trail 4-3 as we head for the bottom of the third here on hometown cable. Jason Mayette steps in with his team leading by a run here in the bottom half of the third. Battle for second place in the A division. Mayette hits it deep to Sample. He goes here and there and gets to where the ball's coming, and 1 out. Now Caleb Castine, who rocketed it up the middle last time up there off the heel of Dumas's glove, takes the ball. Ball 2 just missed deep. Strike. Caught the back corner of the mat. Up the middle, base hit for Castine. And he'll stop at first. There's Donnie Laporte. Hits it high and deep into the right field corner. Holy cow, whose bat is he using? Donnie Laporte. Right down the right field line, a 2-run dinger. Pass him another bowl of Wheaties. Let's see what Stacy Perrier will do now. It's a 6-3 ball game. Too much arc. One ball and a strike. Line shot. Nice diving catch by Michael Castine. And with 2 down, that'll bring up third baseman Randy Ebersol. Just watching the 1997 playoffs. Nadine's against Latrimore's Insurance. Ebersol was playing for Nadine's in a losing cause. He got his team's MVP award in the finals 13 years ago. First baseman Jared Perrier, who's also busy being the Northern Adirondack varsity girls soccer coach, is at the plate. Doesn't have a lot of numbers this year with the volleyball team now playing in the fall months. Hit to deep right center. It's going to be extra bases. Perrier's got good wheels. Stacy Perrier is going to score. He's running for Ebersol, I guess. And Jared Perrier is in a pickle. He should have either ran or not ran. He's tagged out by Dylan Sample. Either run or don't run. Not sure if Tatro told him to go at the last second or what happened, but and we're going to go to the fourth. It's 7-3. Strike one to Gus Terry to start the fourth inning. 7-3 the score. 0-2 pitch. Line shot. Base hit for Terry. They'll lead off the fourth inning. Gets away in left field from Mayette, and Terry will coast into second base. Jamie Moore, the batter. Looks at ball one, just missing. Strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tatro not wasting any time. 2-1. That's a base hit. Hemingway will get it into second, and Terry will stop at third. Be runners at the corners. Nobody out. And Scott Baker, the batter. He's the extra hitter tonight. It's a fly ball deep. Mayette grabs. Throw will come to second. Moore will easily advance. Terry will score. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Baker. It's a 7-4 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Right center fielder Michael Castine. Pitch from Tatro is strike one. Strike two. Too much arc. Hit to Boutin. Perrier in time, throws low, good recovery by Jared Perrier. And Moore advances to third base with 2 down. And he'll bring up the third baseman, Dylan Lajway. Players who are non-starters tonight for the Legion include Dave Waldron, Andrew Castine, Rick Dumas, and Sam Lajway. There are others, I apologize. Those are the ones I was given. Lajway hits a line shot to Stacy Perrier. Off his glove. Off Stacy Perrier's glove. Lajway is going to head for third. And he's going to carry that piano all the way home. Here's the throw. He's going to be safe. Safe. A 4-bagger off the glove of Stacy Perrier. So that's a big blow instead of the third out. It's a 7-6 ball game, 2-run score. Not 7-4 going to the bottom of the fourth. It's 7-6. And Matt Rivers at the plate. He's going to keep the inning alive with a base hit. Now we got Tyson Dumas. Top of the order to follow. Strike one. Tying run at first base here in the fourth. Dumas hits it up the middle. Rivers will go to third. He's going to be safe. Tag was off. Ball was there. But Eversole had to reach for the tag. So turned out to be a good try for Laporte, and somehow Lajoie did not advance to second base. So it's runners at the corners. Top of the order is Jared Jarvis. Tying run at third base. Jarvis hits it to short. Poirier goes to Booten to get the out. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. It's a 7-6 ball game.
Come on, let's go.
Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Bass Club will send up the bottom of their batting order to start things in the bottom of the fourth. If a couple of these guys can get on, could turn into a big inning. Mike Cody hits it to left center. It drops in. Looked like Jarvis lost it in the shadows out there. As you can tell, it's kind of dark out there in that outfield. And I think there are times when it's just kind of tough for the outfielders to see it.
Come on, Bodie, come on.
The ball gets a certain height and a certain angle. Here's Chris Booten. Booten chops it to first. Bad hop off the shoulder and out of play. So that'll score Cody. Bad hop off the shoulder of Southwick. Now it's a bad hop single. Or maybe it's a bad hop double, ground rule double. So that makes it 8-6, and Mark Tatro steps in. Two just hit the back of the mat. Top of the order to follow Tatro. Pitch from Dumas. Tatro hits it to left center. Jarvis will grab. Boutin tags and advances to third. Tatro makes the out, but advances the runner. Now Chug Hemingway. One out. Pitch from Dumas.
You know what? My fault. I already started walking off the field.
1-1 pitch. Hemingway tries to go the opposite way, ends up popping it up, and it will not score Boutin. Hemingway should have just made sure he got that ball out of the infield. Get that run in. Here's Kyle Puryear. He tried to go the opposite way and ended up reaching for it, and didn't get good metal on the bat. Pitch to Puryear. There's a strike. 2 outs. 8-6 to score. Puryear tries to go the opposite way, and it's going to get caught by Mike Castine. So a run for Earls. They lead 8-6 through 4 full. We're heading for the 5th.
Come on, guys!
For Legion Post 1619 is Justin Sample, John Southwick, Chris Castine, and Gus Terry in the hole. Strike one. Missed the trucks. Hit to Jared Puryear, 1 down.
No pitch, no pitch. Al.
All right, no pitch. One of the fans is returning the ball to the field. John Southwick, who homered last time, looks like he had the same idea. Had a little too much air under that one, and in the darkness out there, Jason Mayette grabs for out number 2. Now they'll send up somebody whose initials are not JS, like Justin Sample and John Southwick. This is Chris Castine. Cleanup hitters in this game grew up about 1,500 feet apart. Strike.
Come on, Chris. Remember that one?
2.
Come on, Vaughn, let's go. There it is.
It could be out of here. Don't break your arm, Donnie Laporte. It's a 8-7 ball game as Chris Castine hits it over the left center field fence. Well, get Gus Terry to the plate. A potential tying run. Takes a strike. 8-7 in the 5th. 1-1 pitch. That was a ball. Terry gets under it. Mayette grabs it. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-7. Big Earls leads. Looks like there's a change for the Legion team.
Who's up here?
There's Jason Mayette leading off the bottom half of the 5th. His team up by a scant run. And the pitch. Scott Baker now behind the plate. Dave Waldron has come in to line up in the batting order for, oh, that's going to be 2 bases. Mayette will lead it off with a double. Waldron came in for Gus Terry in the batting order. Baker comes behind the plate. And Waldron will be the extra hitter. Now we've got Caleb Castine, a cleanup man. Looking for his 3rd hit. Pitch from Dumas is in there for a strike. 8-7 the score. Line shot, that's going to be caught. And that will advance Mayette to 3rd base. Line drive. Donnie Laporte, who demonstrated he has home run power last time up there, tries to go that opposite way. They're going to test Sample's arm. It's a little high and wide, so Mayette scores. Sacrifice fly for Laporte. And it's a 9-7 game. And with 2 down, Stacy Perrier will step in. It's a line shot, and it's right at Chris Castine. No, that's not Chris Castine. It might be Waldron. It might be Southwick has moved to the bench. That looks like it might be Waldron in right center and Mike Castine in right field. Chris Castine's at first. Southwick must be the extra hitter. 9-7 after 5. We're heading for the 6th here on Hometown Cable. There's Jamie Moore, shortstop, leading off the top half of the 6th. His team down by 2. Legion has scored in each of the last 4 innings. Nice pickup. Nice pickup by Kyle Perrier. Almost in back of 2nd base. Beautiful play by the shortstop. Took a base hit away from the Legion shortstop. Well hit ball by Moore. But Perrier was able to catch up with it, and they'll bring up Scott Baker, who's now the catcher. And a pitch from Tatro. Under it, off the handle. Jason Wyatt gets there, 2 down. We got Mike Castine, the right fielder. And he gets a base hit. Perrier will play it on a hop. Castine will be on with the 2-out single. Dylan Lajway carried that refrigerator all the way around last time for a 4-bagger off the glove of somebody out there. There's a strike. Strike 2. Both teams complaining about the arc. Both teams thinking that the other guy is pitching too high. Line shot, if it stays fair, it's a foul ball. 2 outs. Tying run at the plate here for the Legion post 16-19. Pitch to Lajway. Up the middle, that's a base hit. Mike Castine will race to third. Laporte's going to fire. And Mike Castine is tagged out by Caleb Castine.
Let's go! Good job, Jimmy! Good job out there!
Well, we've seen a couple guys out at the plate between third and home. Those are big outs. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. It remains 9-7 in favor of Big Earl's Restaurant Plattsburgh Bass Club. Randy Eversole will lead off the bottom of the 6th. His team up by 2 in this battle for second place in the A Division of the Adirondack Slow Pitch League. August 18th, 2010. It's a line shot to Dylan Lajway. He grabs it, and we have 1 down. Now Jared Perrier. Slow roller, foul, strike 1. Yep, it's one of those bring out the blanket nights here in our country. Temperature in the 60s after a nice day, upper 70s. Into the 80s tomorrow. We had excellent weather, I think, overall this summer. Except for that rainy night in Ellenburg. There's a strike 2. Mike Cody on deck. Perrier hits a line shot, and it's going to be caught by Waldron. 2 down. 2 outs, nobody on. You want a couple of these guys to, if you're Earls, to get on, because you want to get at least get to near the top of your order. And Cody comes through again. Or the base hit. At the top of your order or so, or close to it, if you have to bat in the 7th. Chris Boutin, who's spent part of the season as leadoff hitter, so he's no slouch up there. He's at the plate with 2 outs, the man at first. Gets it up the middle. Boutin comes through again also. So we'll get us to Mark Tatro, team lineup maker outer. Not sure if he's the official manager. Strike 1. But he makes out the lineup, so that's That's not the official manager. It's pretty close to it. Strike 2. A lot of bottom English on that one. So Dumas ahead, 0-2 in the count. It's a 2-run ball game. Tatro hits it up the middle, base hit for Tatro. So the bottom 3 guys in the order come through. Perrier running for Cody, scores. And it's a 10-7 lead now, and the top of the order is up. There's Chug Hemingway. Well, you got Jared Perrier running for Tatro. Boutin's at second. Hemingway at the plate. 2 outs. Hemingway hits a short little pop-up. Foul. Too much arc. Slow roller. Lajway's going to come to first. Safe. Safe. Lajway came to first. Not sure if he had to play at third. He wasn't looking back to see. He had one thing on his mind, and Hemingway picked him up and laid him down and beat it out. A little slow bouncer to Lajway. Lajway did everything he could on that one. So that loads the bases for Kyle Perrier. Dangerous line drive type hitter. Legion 16-19 just recently fell out of first place. And now they are in a tie for second. They've been in first throughout most of the season. But we do know that these teams are lined up to possibly be playing each other in the semifinals in the playoffs. Nobody is near them as far as the fourth place team. That's U First, and they have about 8-9 losses more than these guys have, either one of these teams. We're going to the 7th. It's a 3-run lead for Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Bass Club. Sam Lajway is going to bat for Matt Rivers and lead off the top of the 7th. He flies out in a well-hit ball, line drive to Stacy Perrier. That'll bring up Rick Dumas, who's batting for Tyson Dumas. If they are related, I think it would be quite a bit down the line. Dumas and Dumas. Eversole fires to Perrier. We have 2 down. Ain't over till it's over. And Jared Jarvis is up there for the Legion team. Takes it deep. A base hit. Jarvis keeps the game and the inning alive. It's a 3-run ball game. I saw Jarvis twice over the weekend in the championship game of the North Country Soccer League and in the championship series of the Champlain Valley Baseball League. Not sure if he played basketball this summer. Justin Sample, the batter. John Southwick on deck. So Sample gets on. Southwick could very easily tie this ball game. Strike. It's a base hit. Sample will get on. Hemingway keeps the ball in front of him. It's going to be runners at the corners. They can't worry about the first 2 guys. It's a guy at the plate that can tie it. Well, Tatro trying to decide. Do we put him on? Do we pitch to him? Do you put on the tying run and pitch to the go-ahead run? I say you got to pitch to Southwick. Just pitch carefully. Chris Castine has homered 2 today. And he's on deck. So Southwick comes through with a base hit. So it's going to be 10-8. Cleanup man Chris Castine, who homered in his last time up, is at the plate. He represents the potential go-ahead run. Tying runs at first base. Strike one. August 18th, 2010. Strike two. Tetro had 0-2. Pitch to Castine. It's a line shot over the glove of Kyle Perrier. And we're going to have a bases loaded situation. Not taking any chances. Now Dave Waldron, who came in the game for Gus Terry a couple innings ago. We have a runner, Andrew Castine. He's going to run for John Southwick. So Andrew will get in the game. And he represents the potential tying run. So he's just not just any runner out there. He's the potential tying run. Tetro says, "Hey, Caleb, if the ball comes back to me, you might be my target." Well, Dave Waldron, who pitched a nice game for the Miners over the weekend, is at the plate. Strike 1-1. 2 outs. Tying run at second base. 7th inning. Foul ball by a yard. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This game is going right down to the wire. Hit too short. Kyle Perrier to Boutin. For the force. It took a good play. It took a good play to end this one. 10-8 is the final. Big Earl's Restaurant, Plattsburgh Bass Club will now move into second place in the A division of the Adirondack Slow Pitch League with a 10-8 victory over the American Legion Post 16-19. And that's the way it was on this August 18th, 2010. Thanks for watching. For those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable, win, lose, or draw, this is TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable. Calvin Castine at field number 2, West Plattsburgh American Legion Field 16-19. This is Chris Premore at the plate. Bluff Point against Dragoon Farm Equipment in a little B division competition. Rick Baker on the pitching rubber. Tommy Babby behind the plate. Keith Riel calling the balls and strikes. And Brent Kringle jumping on the bases. Scheduled 9 o'clock start. We're a little bit late here. What is it? About 9. Around 9:15. Premore hits it. Whoa! What a stop by Chapman at first base. Josh Chapman making a heck of a play. Next thing you know, he'll be taking his gloves out. Now Matt Luckin.
Line drive, Luckin.
August 18th, 2010. 2-0 the count. Pitch from Baker.
Fire. Right?
Saw his sister Wendy in Scioto last night. She plays for the Ellenberg team. Up the middle, base hit.
That's why he's a 2-hitter.
Well, coming out of retirement, we got Todd Howard. It's a line shot. That's a base hit for Howard. Maybe first and second with 1 out. Now Nick Walker, the batter. Pitch from Baker. That's a base hit. There comes Luckin. And while he was scoring, they were getting Walker out at second base. Getting a little greedy out there. 2 down.
Make the play here, make the play. 2 down.
Josh McMillan.
Here.
2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Fire.
High fly ball.